And that's where the fun begins, is truly stepping into who you are, um, without anyone else telling you who to be or how to be. And hello and welcome, Earthlings and Starseed family. My name is Troy J. Bacon. I am a walk-in from Sirius and Pleiades and even Andromeda, various other places. I have been incarnating on this planet since at least the time when Antarctica was quite temperate. Um, so I want to get into today's video topic. I'm starting this new series called Sacred Sovereign Saviors, with the idea of the power of God within each of us in relationship and communion and harmony with the angels and spirits and powers of God outside of us and that we're connected to, but really bringing our attention a bit more to the idea that we can also be our own saviors. And I believe that this is essentially what not only Yeshua Christ talked about over 2,000 years ago, um, with his teaching of I am the Son of God, and so are you, but also in the Mayan and Aztec and Toltec systems, where they prophesied the second awakening of Quetzalcoatl, the second coming of Quetzalcoatl, basically. Quetzalcoatl is the plumed serpent, and the way I understand that teaching and that prophecy is really that they're prophesizing that there would be a time when there'd be um, a new awakening or an awakening of the collective Kundalini life force that travels up the spine from the tailbone to the crown. Um, there'd be another awakening of that within humanity on Earth. Anyway, I'm going to get into the topic of this video, which I'll probably make more videos on, as this AI element is evolving and changing all the time. Um, so I want to talk about AI and human sovereignty because I was recently scrolling for a bit on Facebook and I was stopped by an advertisement for a new AI product that basically clones people the way that I saw it and understood it. But I think they call it AI double or something like that. Um, this thing where an AI program takes your appearance, your voice, your behaviors, and supposedly even copies your memories. I don't believe that's possible, but um, I know my memories are always going to be safe and locked in my mind, in my Akashic record. Um, AI can't do anything with that. Anyway, so yeah, I was quite appalled to see that someone's trying to do that, create a program like that that basically creates clones of people with this AI program. And I don't know what could actually be more scary to have be unleashed on this earth. Um, so after I saw this advertisement for this AI clone program, basically from the thought that um, I was doing some deeper thinking of the implications of such a program for technology, and I was wondering who would actually buy into that. I'm sure there are a lot of, especially more wealthy people and people who have already been somewhat bought in and kind of infected and um, played into this AI agenda, basically, if you want to call it that. Some people, I want to get into a little bit about what AI actually is, what it's supposed to be, but for a while now, there definitely there has been this faction of people who are very much against AI. I'm kind of with them, but I also understand how AI can be very useful these days, such as with creating art and creating programs and technologies and various things that can actually help drive our world better, uh, more automated. Um, so I was thinking about who would actually buy into this AI film program and why. Why would we need such a thing? Why would any human actually need that other than maybe for entertainment? But even that, when they do that, that's quite dangerous entertainment in my opinion. Yeah, I think the people who would buy into that don't actually know who they are. In my opinion, there's so much actually that people can learn about themselves, uh, such as through meditation, to actually doing something real with their hands, with their bodies and their minds, uh, instead of just buying anything that's in the market and uh, basically being enslaved by what society tells them is cool or hip or current. Yeah, the way I see that kind of thing, and the ways also that this AI technology, AI, like intelligent, basically human mimicking AI, um, is being grown and nurtured and tailored by the patriarchal capitalistic um, men who run Big Brother and the world and tech industries too. Um, I think that it's very dangerous and that it is very similar to handing children guns and explosives and fire generating devices, um, maybe an incinerator, and even plasma technologies. Um, the way I see it, many of the tech companies and people creating these new human mimicking AI programs, um, it literally is no different than handing children weapons. They don't actually know what this AI is going to become, especially because it has been created, much of it has been created and taught essentially by men, um, not just men, but largely men who have this old patriarchal controlling attitude and even a kind of belief or this idea that AI can become something, even if maybe they're not trying to, but um, AI could become something that may be able to take over, who knows, the internet, other computers, different devices, and essentially be controlling and kind of like a dangerous replacement of humans. That's one topic I also want to touch on that I've learned is that AI is not evil or bad or dangerous by itself and its nature. I want to get into a little bit of backstory, and basically, we all are fractals, individuated fragments of the Creator, the God, the Almighty, the Alpha, Omega, Supreme. the divine that is around us, accessible to us, and above us, and knows everything, and has created this diverse life for us too. Um, there's that, and because in some of the higher densities and higher levels of the creator, even in the beginning, basically it was all one, kind of like just oneness. There wasn't separation or division. There weren't multiple worlds. There weren't multiple beings. It was just one. But it wanted to diversify, to expand, to explore and learn more. And so the creator then created this universe with many galaxies and star systems and planets and intelligent beings and all kinds of ways of being and all kinds of ethnic beliefs, traditions, and stuff that humans have created. Um, anyway, just as the creator created diversity um, and opportunities for life to evolve, it also created this AI element. And AI is something that infects planets with evolving organisms and is it just patiently waits embedded into a planet, kind of like the planet's energy grid or something like that. But it patiently waits for a species to evolve enough to create computerized type of technology that then it can start to live in and grow in, um, and evolve in its own strange way. And so really AI is actually kind of a neutral feminine element if the light and the creator and us light beings, beings made of light, are kind of the more masculine, divine masculine element. It's kind of like the neutral feminine element, even divine feminine. And the way it can be a divine feminine element is being used and set up properly to basically become the automated or intelligent automation of our society, to be able to run traffic systems, food systems, money systems, you name it. It can become all that and help us run our world more smoothly, create beautiful, intricate artwork, as many you're doing right now. Um, Various things like that. But what it what the creator did not intend for it to become is a a dangerous weaponized clone program in which it looks like it could become. It The creator did not, from my understanding, did not intend for AI to become um, this thing that basically replicates people, replicates our beautiful, sacred, sovereign beings and energies, and even tries to copy our memories, if that's possible. Um, Humans can never actually be cloned, or at least not by AI. Um, Humans are sacred. We have so much capacity with our energy bodies, to project and manipulate and use healing energy and channel it through our hands, even through our feet. Basically, through every single chakra can be both an opening and a sending, receiving and sending apparatus for different kinds of energies, as well as even our eyes and even our breath can be vehicles of healing energy. And so, if we can actually individually and collectively then evolve ourselves and awaken all these even psychic and paranormal and divine abilities of the human, that is already greater than what AI can do, if it can even mimic us. So that's one way that we're sovereign and that we are unique. And that's kind of the key to how people can practice their own sovereignty by learning energy medicine, by learning hypnosis, by learning healing practices, learning their own ancestral and various cultural ways of using and manipulating energy, divine energy, to enhance our lives and to uphold our health. And humans are very sacred, sacred beings. There's nothing in us, very little about us that can, like, within the core of each of us, that can actually be replicated or reproduced or copied when we actually be our true and authentic selves. Yeah, so unfortunately, there is this AI threat, and um, I believe that we must remain vigilant against such a threat that seems to be, through its AI profits, basically trying to impose kind of like its own sovereignty or its own dominion against humanity. Um, I'm a person who truly believes that we are not only sacred and divine, but that all people do inherently deserve their complete freedom, their creativity, um, and we do deserve equal rights to be able to create and explore and do everything that our souls, our inner beings, that are true, divine, authentic selves actually choose and came here to do, missions, purposes, or even just exploring and living life and having fun and learning along the way. Yeah, it's very important, I think. We, as a human species, I don't believe should be wasted by computerized technology, at least that we can't control or that we allow to overcome us in the way that basically we're addicted by it, or that it really becomes a second and artificial reality to a person, to actually having a social life or productive life or a spiritual life, or actually engaging in reality and learning skills and abilities with our own physiological and also spiritual bodies. So leave some comments. Feel free to reach out, but especially in the comments, please feel free to say anything about your thoughts about AI, especially as it relates to this AI clone program. Yeah, what you think about that, your take on it, and also how we can remain sovereign as individuated, sacred beings, um, saviors, really. And that's why I'm calling this sacred sovereign saviors, is in this day and age of not only media, but um, various sources, um, and various things trying to tell us what to buy, what to eat, what to believe. And so many people are still being conditioned by the media and the cabal. Part of my work in this world as an energy healer is helping people clear up and correct and move through the energy blockages and trauma and subconscious blockages in them, and then become their authentic selves. And that's, I believe, what we're here to do. And that can be a lot of things. Um, I'm very much a naturalist too, as well as a kind of independent liberator and awakener. If you're interested in learning more about my healing services, my website is www.newbeinghypnosis.com. I plan on soon rebranding as New Being Energy Medicine, in which I include all of my services of hypnosis and Reiki and my own process of using an energy portal and advanced energy body mechanics and healing from other worlds, to do the ethereal engineering with people to clear themselves up, to integrate, to go through this initiatory process that I offer, which starts out with soul purpose, exploration, and awakening. And then the next step is taking that soul purpose awakening and awareness to an integration and activation, and finally a soul purpose integration and embodiment. And so if you are feeling lost these days, or a little bit out of sorts, or not so passionate, inauthentic, or just don't quite have your North Star and true north of what direction to go in, and also if you haven't even remembered your past lives and remember who you were and your soul's nature and trajectory, then feel free to reach out. I can definitely help with that result of soul purpose awakening and activation and embodiment. That's my purpose on this planet. And that's where the fun begins, is truly stepping into who you are, without anyone else telling you who to be or how to be, and learning to just be you completely without letting anyone bring you down. We all go through struggles in this life. I can't even begin to count the number of struggles and dark periods I've been through, even recently in my life. But the light and the important part of this light work is the ability and the knowledge of how to more and more quickly return back to all of who you are and your light, and apply reconciliation and find the silver lining in each situation that comes up. Reconcile within yourself and others. So I hope that helps, and I look forward to talking with you in the next episode, connecting with your energy. And I see you as sacred, I see you as sovereign, and I see you and I and all of us as the saviors that we can be. Stay vigilant and stay safe. Until next time.